Right, so what I want to do next, I'm just going to put all this into one box there and put it off to the side. Call that intro. Okay, so now we're going to bring in our own models, which is typically what you'll be doing. So I'm going to go to import FBX, grab the, I'm going to take the man first, import him, and then I'll import the woman as well. Import FBX, and then there we go. Okay, so you can see we've got these two models there, and you can see it's kind of weird that they some weird stuff going on with the geometry there. So that's because they we've got different garments, so that we've got like a dress underneath, a coat, different pairs of shoes, different types of hairs and hats, all layered on top of each other. There you can see we've got two types of hair, got three types of tops, two types of trousers and shoes, right? So that's all overlapping, and the idea is what we're going to do is add some motion capture animation to the everything together, and then once we have that, we can simply pick and choose different garments to give some variety to our crowd. Okay, which is using layers in the crowd setup. So I just brought these in just to show you. Okay, we're not going to do anything with them here. So what we're going to use is a website called Mixamo. So here it is, mixamo.com. So if you head there, it's completely free, and log in. You can use Facebook to log in, or Google, or, your standard kind of stuff. And Mixamo has a lot of motion capture animation that you can use completely for free, right? So you can either use their characters, their models. So they got all these different kind of computer gamey models, which are pretty cool. You can click on one. I can grab this dummy. There we go. It's going to crash test dummy guy. And then you go into animations, and you can apply different animations to your model, right? So we want to import the models that we were just looking at. Yeah. So if we go to upload character, okay, and then I'm going to jump into my folder and drag over the file once I find it. Just give me a moment. There we go. So if I drag over the man first, drag that in, it will upload, and Mixamo will actually add a rig to it. It's like has an auto rigging thing that we can use, which is amazing. Works really well. For crowds, it's perfect. Okay, so as it says here, it's best to have your model in a T pose. If you're having any trouble, sometimes it does fail, then try, checking your geometry, make sure it's not too heavy, you don't have too many polygons. Make sure the geometry is clean, and you can try in different formats, an FBX or an OBJ. It doesn't always work, but the models that we provided work perfectly. So we got our character in there. It's facing correctly. If not, then you can spin it round. But you need it like this. Go to next, and now we're gonna set up these reference points for the rig. Okay, so the chin is pretty self-explanatory. Place it on the chin, and then the wrists, one on each wrist, about there. Elbows, it's a bit difficult with the clothes on top, but it doesn't matter too much, About there, I would say. Okay, I'm looking over at this for reference as well. We're a bit closer. There we go. Knees, about there, and then the groin in the middle there. Yeah, okay, click next, and then this will set up a rig for us. As it says, it can take a bit of time. up to 2 minutes. So it can fail sometimes, again, if you kind of if you place those reference points right on the edge, or if they're not on the geometry, and it can fail. So it might take a few times for you to get it right. And there we go. Okay, so we can see the rig is working fine there. Nothing looks too weird. Oh, the animation looks great. Okay, so now I'm going to click next, and it's just telling me that I'm going to lose what I've got there already. That's fine. There we go. We've got our guy ready to apply some animations to. Okay, so I just want 3 different runs. So I'm just going to go to run. The red kind of robot thing here is more female animations, and the blue one is male animations. Okay, so I'm going to grab some different runs. You do have some options, so the style, you can play around with these. You can see it's changing the type of run. I'm just going to leave it, click reset, put it at default is fine for me. You can change the speed, the overdrive, how aggressive it is. Arm space, so if you've got to accommodate your model, if it's bigger. Oh, that's the overdrive. You can see the arms go wider out to give some space, and the trim is how many frames. So we just need, typically by default here, to give you 2 steps so that it can loop after that. Okay, we can mirror that, and you can have an in place, but remember we don't want in place animation. We want the movement so that we can calculate the locomotion after, right? So I'm just going to stop that. Download this. I'm going to put it at 24 frames. Whatever you're using is fine, just because that's the default with Houdini. I want an FBX. I want the skin as well, the actual geometry, and no keyframe reduction. Download that. There we go. I'm going to take this run. Oh, this by default is fine. Download that. 24. Perfect. And then I'm going to take this one as well, which is a bit slower. Let's see. Maybe this one as well. Oh, no, the other one is a bit too slow. Yeah, perfect. There we go. So I've got all my my male agent animations. So I'm going to go ahead and upload the woman and go through the same process again. So we'll add a rig, find some animations for her, and then download those. Great, so that's uploaded. Again, go to next and start putting these in place. So again, chin, wrists, about there, elbows, about there, knees. Can actually see the knees here, it's a bit easier. And the groin about there, I would say. Good, so give that a few moments to add the rig. Okay, that looks fine. So next, and I can get rid of the man there, that's fine. So let's drop this animation. That looks okay. Maybe bring in the arm space a little. Okay, download that, it's 24 frames. While I'm doing this, I'm noticing that the names of all these are the same, which is fine for, it doesn't matter too much, but we do need to differentiate between the female animation clips and the male ones, right? So I'm going to rename them before downloading anymore. So the male ones I know, man run 1, man run 2, man run 3, and so forth. before continuing, right? So let me just grab those. So in my downloads folder here, so that was the one I just downloaded. So I'm just going to rename them now. Women run 01. So you can see I've already got some other folders there. I'll do I'll just do with the dot 01. Okay, and then man run dot 01, man run dot 02, and here man underscore run dot 03. Okay, and then let's find another 2. So take this one. That looks okay. Download that. Where is she? There we go. Run forward. Whoops. Woman underscore run dot 02. And let's go ahead and find one more. Medium run. Okay, looks like the hands are clipping a little bit, so I'll just give a bit more space. It's okay. Download that. Not that one. Medium run. So I'll go ahead and change that to woman run dot 03. Perfect. So I'll grab these and drop them into my project folder, and then we can go ahead and bring them into Houdini.